Alright, what is up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be basically comparing damage output. I'm just going to show you that I had max despair, max deep wounds, which doesn't matter, and 1 point in assassin. So the three champions I actually decided to test out as far as damage goes is the new Black Widow, which I took up to rank 5 in the beta, Domino with the Trinity, and Sparky as well. Now both Sparky and Domino are pretty well known to have pretty decent damage output, but so essentially the reason I decided to take this route with this video is because the new Black Widow, a huge majority, or a huge chunk of her damage at least, is through her shock, which at first when you see it, which she's going to be in the top left, damage, like the shock damage looks nice because it's over 200 every tick and you can land multiple of them. However, there's drawback because her normal hits don't really hit that hard, and as you'll see in the other two fights, they are way ahead of the new Black Widow. So why am I bringing this up? Because what happens when the opponent is shock immune or debuff immune or has some kind of tenacity? She is already falling behind for these champions, and she's not. So Sparky and Domino aren't exactly the top of the top as far as damage goes. I believe Call Obsidian is probably way up there, followed by Ghost, and then I would probably say Corvus is still up there as well, behind Ghost. Just falls behind on those higher health pools. But as you can see, the other two have already finished the fight and have been finished the fight and can already go on to the next screen. And also, to bring up again, I am running a max despair, so it should negate some of Deadpool's healing. And yeah, as you can see, trailed way behind. Now the next fight is going to be Venom the Duck. Again, these fights are in Act 6.4.1, very first two fights. There are no nodes here, just a champion boost. And so it's just to compare across a couple of fights. In total, I believe the first fight with Deadpool, the new Black Widow did have a class disadvantage, so that is kind of important to note. However, in this fight, Sparky has the class disadvantage. And also, I had a little bit of a difficulty building up my charges, so it did slow me down a little bit. However, you'll see that in the end, Sparky still pulls through. Sparky, being the beast that he is, still going to pull up on top. So you'll see Domino is around halfway through. Sparky is just essentially starting his fight. However, he'll catch up to Domino in no time. Meanwhile, the new Black Widow, it's just not looking good. So she does have a couple mechanics. One that actually increases her crit rate. It's not a huge crit increase, but it's something nice to have. Essentially, when you finish a combo, you get a crit buff. Now, if you've seen what Cam posts, so if you follow Cam on Twitter, he always puts up a really detailed pros and cons for new champions released. And yeah, it's pretty on point. It's very unfortunate that for a champion who a huge chunk of her damage is based on the shocks, she falls so behind even still. But as you can see, I'm just going to close up on this window since the other two fights have been done for a little while now. And you can see that with the SP2, which is basically where your damage is going to come from, when you crit, it's actually going to do a nice amount of damage. So yeah, it actually did a pretty good amount of damage. However, like I said, falls way behind. Anyways guys, let me know what you guys think. I will put the stats on screen in a bit. The first time it will be against Deadpool, the second time is against Venom the Duck, and these are the health pools. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think. If you want me to test something else, I'll have Black Widow for a little bit. But yeah, anyways, that is the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.